All right, guys, so this is going to be page 256, chapter 4. It's lesson 1. So what we're working on in this lesson is estimation, okay? Estimating. All right, so the word product also means multiplication, or really the solution, the answer to a multiplication problem is what a product is. So estimate, remember, to estimate means to get close. It doesn't have to be an exact answer. So for example, when the book's talking about multiplying a fraction, let me write that out. Fraction is where you have like some number over another number, like this. That's a fraction, okay? So when you have a fraction, like 1/8 times 15, so 8 and 15 are they have not much in common, but if I take that 15 and I make it into a 16, so now I have 1/8 times 16. When you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. So we have 1 times 16 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8. Now, remember, we turned the 15 into a 16, but that's because this made it easier. 16 divided by 8, that's 2. Okay? So 1/8 times 15 is approximately 2. All right? Now, what the book would actually, the book, it's going into breaking this up into like 8 different sections. I wouldn't worry about that so much. Let's just make sure we understand how you multiply fractions, what a fraction is. A fraction is some number divided by another number, and what it means to estimate. Okay, so let's talk about the next one. So here's a fraction, 2/5, and then the word of means multiplication. Okay, so 2/5 times 26. So let me rewrite this real quick. 2/5 times 26. Now 26 divided by 1, that's still 26. So this is 2/5 times 26. Now 5 and 26 have very little in common, okay? But what's a number close to 26 that 5 does have something in common with? Let me zoom in real quick. I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so what's a number close to 26 that 5 does have something in common with? 25. So this is so here comes the estimation part. Estimation. 2/5 times 25 over 1. Okay, notice right here between the 26 changing into a 25, that's why it's called estimation, because it's not exactly, it's close to it though. Okay, so 2 times 25 is going to be 50. 5 times 1 is 5. So remember, when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. Now 50 divided by 5 can be reduced to, if I divide by 5 on top and bottom, that's going to be 10 over 1. Okay, now this is called estimation. Let's do another one. Okay, so this one is going to be much easier, because now instead of having to find a number that's close to 15 and then putting it over 1 like this one already has a number on bottom. So remember, you multiply fractions. So remember, a fraction is this. You multiply fractions straight across. 1 times 8 is 8. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, now 8 and 45 don't have much in common, but if you take all of the multiples of 8, like 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, okay, and you kept going, but should be enough. 45 is very close to 40 and 48, so let's go with 48 on this one. Now here comes the estimation. So that is approximately 8 over 48. Okay, so now if I divide both the top and the bottom by 8 to reduce the fraction, I'm going to have 1 over 6. Okay? So again, that's estimation because it wasn't 48, it was actually 45. I turned the 45 into 48 so that the numerator and denominator would have something in common with each other. Alright, so now I'm going to go to this one. Now because we are, let's go back real quick, because we are estimating, I'm just going to take this and make this one really easy. 6 2/3 is very close to 7. 4 1/5 is very close to 4. So I could say this is approximately 7 times 4. And 7 times 4 is 28. So this is close to 28. It's about 28. So let's go ahead and do some of these now. So a border is made of 32 2/3 bricks that are 1 1/6 meters long. About, so notice the word about how long is the border. So when you see that word about, you know that you probably need to estimate, okay? So 32 2/3 is about, it's about 33 bricks, and each brick is about 1 meter long. So how long is the border? Okay, well that's 33 times 1. 33 times 1. It's about, so the squiggly equal sign means about. So it's about 33 times 1. So it's about 33 meters long. Okay, I'm going to do one more here. A kitchen measures 24 1/6 feet by 9 2/3 feet. Estimate the area of the kitchen, or it could say about how big is the area of the kitchen. Well, 24 is about, 24 1/6 is about 24 feet, and 9 2/3 is about 10 feet. So here's what we have. We have a kitchen. This is a kitchen that is about 24 feet tall, and it's about 10 feet wide. So what's the area? The area is the height times the width. So we're going to do 24 times 10. So 24 feet times 10 feet equals 240 square feet. So the area is, you could also say it's about, because that's very important. It's about 240 square feet. All right, I'm going to just do a couple more, and then I'm going to end this video. So let's quickly go back over this. So when you're multiplying a fraction by a number, a whole number, and you want to estimate, make sure that the denominator, the bottom number in the fraction, okay, make sure that the bottom number in the fraction has something in common with the 21. And then also make sure that this 21 is expressed like a fraction, like 1. You can always divide it by 1. That's still 21. Okay, so instead of writing 21, I'm going to estimate that 21 is close to 20. Okay, so instead of 21, I'm writing 20. That's because, look, here's the multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So notice, 20 is close to 21, so I'm going to use 20. Now you multiply straight across. You get 20 over 4. So 20 divided by 4 is going to equal 5. Or you could write 5 over 1. It's all the same thing. Okay? So let's do this again. Bottom number is 7. So 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay, that's enough. 22 is very close to 21. So I'm going to estimate by turning 22 into 21. So here we go. 5 over 7. Remember, the word of means times. 21, 22, 21 over 1. You multiply fractions straight across. 5 times 21 is 105. 7 times 1 is 7. Now, this is not easy to do in your head, but 7 actually does divide 105 35 times. What am I saying? 15 times. So, 15 over 1 is my answer. Okay, if I divide 105 by 7, and I divide 7 by 7, I get 15, and I get 1. These are a lot easier. I'm going to do one more. Here it is. 5 times 1 straight across is 5. 7 times 9 is 63. Now, if I want to simplify this, how many times does 5 go into 63? Well, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So it's a lot closer to 65 than it is to 60. So I'm going to change this to 5 over 65, in which that can reduce to being 1 over 13. If I divide 5 by 5 and 65 by 5, it'll be 1 over 13. Okay, that's it for this video.